What's up, y'all? It is your girl Mo back with another video, and today we are doing the highly awaited, anticipated how I take my Instagram pictures by myself, how I edit them, all of that good stuff. Before we get into that video though, make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. Come back, see your girl, you know what I'm saying? You clicked on this video, you might as well click on a few more. And follow me on both my Instagrams. You're watching a video about my Instagram. Don't be one of them. Don't be one of them who lurk but don't follow, okay? Follow me. And yeah, let's just get on into the video. Let's go. So first things first, before I even step in front of my camera, okay, I will go on to my Instagram. On my Instagram, I will do two things. First thing that I will do is look at my personal page. So I don't know if y'all don't follow me, like I said, follow me, bitch, okay? But I will look at my feed, and as you can see, I don't like to give you guys the same type of picture back to back to back to back to back. So whether it's changing up my pose, changing up my hair, changing up the background, a selfie to an outfit picture, a front facing picture to a back, looking forward to a side, whatever the case may be, I like to give you guys variety because for one, it's aesthetically pleasing, for two, your audience doesn't get bored, and for three, I just like switching it up, bitch. I like to look like a new woman all the time, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I like to give you guys variety. Say I just posted a selfie, now I think a full body picture, like an outfit picture, will go great next to it. Once I have figured out what type of picture I want to take, I will go to my explore page, I will go to my personal feed, I will go to like my saved archive pictures just to gain inspiration of maybe some outfit ideas, hair ideas, posing ideas, just anything that I feel like will go with my page. I'll look at and I'll be like, oh, that looks good. That'll probably look good next to the picture that I just recently posted. So let me get some inspo from that and not duplicate it, okay? You don't want to completely copy somebody's picture, especially if it's like creative. I don't know, to me, like, you can influence people, but when somebody copies exactly what you have on, like, and the pose and the hair, like, it's just weird to me. But of course there are those poses and there's outfits and trends and stuff like that that is generic. Everybody is doing it is pretty avoidable, or it's pretty unavoidable to not copy someone, but y'all know what I'm saying. Just don't go OD with it. Don't go OD with it. So once I have found out what type of picture I need to post and how I'm going to do it, what I'm gonna wear, what type of background, all of that good stuff, I will move on into actually taking my pictures. As of right now, I take my pictures on a Canon Mark II. Almost forgot what type of camera I have, 60. So recently I purchased this camera about like a month or 2 months ago, and I really like it. I used to have a Canon T6i, doesn't really matter because we're focused on what I'm using now. I use a 50mm 1.8 Canon lens, I believe. If that is incorrect, of course, everything will be linked down below. And I recently just bought a tripod, okay? I invested in a tripod. If you are going to be taking pictures by yourself and you have a DSLR, which are pretty heavy, I recommend that you invest in a tripod because, bitch, I've been with the Amazon Basics and I'm not going back because that shit is the ghetto. It broke in like 3 months. It was super unstable. It was like wobbly. I felt like if I was taking a picture outside, the wind would have knocked that shit right over. I just was not fooling with it. So I went ahead and went to Best Buy, and my tripod wasn't too bad. It was like 75 bucks, which to me is an investment because I use it all the time when I'm filming, taking pictures, and I know it's gonna last. So that's why I spent the money. So once I have set up my camera, put it on the tripod, I will then connect to the Canon app. Now this is something that I recently learned, and it is the most convenient shit ever. You will go on to your phone and download the Canon camera app. I'll put like a little insert so you guys know what I'm talking about, and you'll just simply follow the instructions on how to connect your phone to your camera. Some cameras they have like different settings, I don't know, but just follow the instructions. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And once you do that, the camera mirrors onto your cell phone so you can see the type of shot that you're taking. So I will personally put mine on like a timer to where I'll press it, and then in 10 seconds it takes a picture, and every like 5 seconds it will take another picture, up to 10 shots at a time. That's just a setting that I have on my camera. That way I don't have to keep reaching down, pressing my phone, you know what I mean, to take the snapshot. Once I have set my settings up, basically, I will start posing in front of the camera. Hey, on a good day, I might be able to take like 20 pictures and find one out of them. One tip that I will say when you're taking pictures is, like, after every 10, look through the pictures because they might be fire. Don't sit here and take 50, 60 pictures and then you don't like them because your pose is weird, your hair looks weird, or something like that. Look at the pictures as you're taking them so you can make adjustments as you go. So that's pretty much the whole spiel for what I use. Now, most people don't have a DSLR, so I don't expect people to literally take pictures with a $1,000 camera. So what I used to do before I switched to the camera quality, I would take pictures on my iPhone. Everybody has a phone. Most of the time, it's probably how you're watching this video. So I would literally just set up my phone with a tripod that I got from Amazon. I'll link it down below, and it comes with a little remote that you can Bluetooth connect to your phone, so you can, boom, press it, take a picture. There is an app called Photo Timer. It's called Photo Timer, and basically, just like with my camera settings, you can take a picture like every 3 seconds or something like that, just so you don't have to keep running back and forth if you don't have the remote. And then with the remote, sometimes you have to pose a little awkward to conceal that you actually have something in your hand, you know what I mean? So yeah, for an alternative, because like I said, a lot of people don't have a professional camera, just use your phone, girl, and make sure you use the back camera. I know it can be a little bit more comfortable taking a picture with the front facing camera just because you can see yourself, you can see how you look, poses look good, whatever, but the back camera always gives you the best quality. That's how I used to take pictures on my iPhone, and I still do take pictures on my iPhone when I'm taking a selfie. So just FYI on that. Once I have gotten the picture, after probably 20-30 minutes of taking pictures and being exhausted, I will go through them and I will pick out my favorite ones, and your girl will start editing. So I actually just took pictures in this dress. I have a dress, it looks like a top right now, but I have a dress on, so I'm actually just gonna live edit the picture for you right now. Okay, you guys, so these are like 10 of the pictures that I decided to download on my phone from my actual camera that I kind of liked, and I pretty much already chose the one that I like, which is this one. Oh, that's a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? This is the picture that I chose to post, and then I'm also gonna probably post this one. So I will heart them just so when I go onto my other applications, it's easy to find. Y'all will see what I'm talking about. So the first app that I use is Facetune 2. I think it is like maybe $5 or something like that, but it's worth it to purchase. And basically, this is what I was talking about when adding it to my favorites. My favorites just don't have that many pictures, so it's easy to select from. Here is the picture. Now, I don't really do too much on Facetune because I don't like to go OD. Personally, I don't like to over edit my pictures. But Instagram is social media, okay? You post what you want people to see. So if you want people to see a different perception of you, then that's up to you, girl. Edit the hell out of your pictures. But for me, I like to keep it as close to the original picture as it can be. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is zoom in really. Honestly, the way that it took the picture, my face looks pretty flawless. This is kind of a bad picture to edit for you guys, but if I do have any like pimples or texture or anything like that, I will take the heel just to kind of show you. If you take like the heel, like I guess there's like a little spot right there, it will like patch up that spot, and then you can take the smoother and go over it. So I don't use the double smooth, which is right here, just because I feel like that makes you look way too like Barbie-ish, like bitch, that's fake. Nobody's skin looks like that. Then of course I will smooth out my body. I have hairy ass arms, y'all. I literally hate my life because of this. It's so annoying. And then, ooh, gotta get that little happy trail. And then I will smooth out, of course, my actual body. And if it just looks a little, I don't know, like I said, I don't like to go OD. If it looks a little like too plasticky for you, you can also change how soft it really looks. So I'll put it at like 50. And then for, sometimes I do edit my body, so my waist looks pretty snatched. The only thing is, I just don't like how right here it's like bulging out. It just looks very awkward to me. So I'm gonna adjust this so it just matches a little bit. The key to this is really zooming in, so it's not hella noticeable. As you can see, that looks a lot better than the hip dip, okay? I don't know, I'm just not fucking with it. So I'm gonna edit that, and yeah, that's pretty much all the editing that I like to do on Facetune. If I had to adjust something that simple, then I will. So I will go ahead and save this to my phone. And then the other app that I will go to is Lightroom. Lightroom is the shit. If you take anything from this video, download Lightroom, okay? I just was newly introduced to it. Life-changing, all right? So I will go to the picture that I just edited on Facetune, and as you can see, it just looks like very dull, just very like orange saturated. I don't know, I don't like it. So I will go to the light feature on here, and this is how you can literally change, as you can see, exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, whites, and blacks. So there's really no particular method that I have to this. I kind of just play with it and see whatever looks best. So that kind of brightens it up just a little bit. Let's see what contrast is looking like. Yeah, nah, not fucking with that. Highlights is usually, yep, highlights is usually what fixes everything for me. Like, y'all, look at that. That to that. That to that. Brought it from standard definition to HD, bitch, okay? So I'm not gonna go that OD on it. I'll probably go to 60. Okay, shadows, edit the shadows just a little bit. And make the background just a little whiter, because pretty much all the backgrounds in my pictures are really white and vibrant. It's just the vibe that I like to go for. So once I think that it looks good on Lightroom, I am going to go to an app called Planoly. I believe it's like $2 a month, and basically it is an app where you can plan what type of pictures you are going to upload on your Instagram before it's officially uploaded, just so you can see how it looks next to each other. For some, it may be hella unnecessary, but for me, girl, I used to have a separate Instagram account where I didn't follow anybody, nobody followed me. So if I uploaded a picture, nobody would see it, but I would see how it looks next to my other pictures. And I was like, bitch, this is doing way too much. There has to be an app. And here it is. So the picture that I edited on Lightroom, I'm just going to select and add it and see how it looks. So I just feel like the background is a little too dim for me. As you can see next to my other pictures that have a white background, it's a little bit more vibrant. So what I'm gonna do is go back to Lightroom. I'm gonna adjust the whites. Yeah, so let me save that, export to camera roll. Okay, let's see how it's going to look. Bow, way better. So now that that's all set, I'm gonna go to VSCO. I know this is another app. Sometimes I apply filters to my pictures, sometimes I don't. VSCO, it's free, but if you want all the filters unlocked, it's like 20 bucks for a year, which I think is pretty reasonable. So I'm gonna see what it looks like. Usually I use A8 sometimes, and I use it ever so slightly because I don't want the picture to just be OD filtered. I just don't like that look. So if I do maybe like 2, I think 2 looks good because it doesn't look too warm, and it's just right. It doesn't look too cool. And then should I put the grain? Sometimes I'll put the grain on my picture just so everything blends effortlessly, but sometimes I won't. And I think I'm not going to for this picture. I like it how it is, the clear pic. So now that I have the VSCO all set and done, I am going to go to my pictures and upload it, and there we go. Looks great to me. So that is the whole spiel on how I edit my pictures, how I take my pictures, how I plan it, all of that good stuff. Everything will be linked down below that I use, including the name of the apps, all of that good stuff. And yeah, ultimately I hope you learned something. I hope you took some tips and tricks. I'm still learning as I go how I really want to plan out my Instagram feed for sure, but you never know until you upload the picture. That's how you figure out what you like and what you don't. So make sure you like and comment, subscribe, like I said before, follow me on Instagram of course, and make sure you do some for yourself, do some for others, and I will see y'all next week. Deuces.